Uber. Let's go.
Me? Yeah, help out your boy, man. What?
He's in a stalemate. And then you're next in line. It's him, then you, then me, then Bob hands off.
Hey man, listen. I should have the advantage of going last. It's already 2 against 1.
Go, Uber. Stop.
It's on you, player.
What do you mean? Stop trying to ruin the order.
I'm dishing the rock to you.
Uber, it's on you.
Thank you. It's on you, Uber. Let's go. Come on.
All right. I mean, let's make this quick, ladies and gentlemen. Kyoka Suigetsu, fight's over. That's it. And listen. I know a lot of you right now are sad. You're probably crying a little bit. Got tears in your eyes. But it's over after that. Kyoka Suigetsu and the fight is over. You know it. I know it. Madara has no answer to that. He can't get out of it. Nothing. It's just over. As soon and the ritual for the release of Kyoka Suigetsu is as easy as taking the sword out of the sheath, holding it up, and releasing it. And he's under Kyoka Suigetsu for the entire fight. And remember, Kyoka Suigetsu is complete sensory manipulation through hypnosis. That means all your 5 senses plus every other perceptual sense that you have. Because if you go back and read the manga, he says even your sense of mass, even your sense of energy. So every perceptual attribute that you have, Sosuke Aizen will be able to manipulate and distort. It's over after that. So that's the first one. That's the first way, the first and easiest way that Aizen can win. How are some other ways he can win? I don't know. Rietsu Soul Crush. Come on, seriously. Hey, what are there souls trained in Naruto? I mean, because it is true that if a person has enough Reiatsu to a normal person, they will be overwhelmed. And even if you're trained, if you have enough Reiatsu, you'll be soul crushed. Is that not true?
Yo, this is your turn. I'm waiting.
Hey, you started making weird sounds like it wasn't true. Is that not true?
Yo, man, did you
see what Aizen did to Grimjow?
I'm waiting for your rebuttal.
Am I hallucinating? Am I hallucinating? Did that not happen? I believe that happened.
Yo, I'm waiting. You finish. Yo,
hey. All right, now let's talk about speed. No way in hell Madara is faster than Aizen. No speed feats to put him anywhere close to Aizen. Not even close. Not even this close to Aizen. So let's talk about it. First of all, Naruto characters have questionable speed. I believe they're hypersonic plus, but exactly where they are, I wouldn't put them past probably Mach 15. And that's being extremely generous, because I don't know of any Naruto characters who have Mach 15 plus speed. So that's already being generous. So now let's talk about the speed scales in Bleach. First of all, let's talk about Byakuya. Because we're gonna use some logic here, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna use some power scaling. Let's talk about Byakuya. Byakuya was already pretty much trained in flash steps by Yoruichi, and he's one of the fastest captains. Probably the only people who are faster than Byakuya, who've shown speed faster than Byakuya, is probably Soifan and Yamamoto, because he's just fucking Yamamoto. So Byakuya was already fast. He was what the fuck blitzing Ichigo at the beginning. Now, in his fight with Ichigo went Bankai, and he, oh my god, what the fuck, blitzed Byakuya to the point where Byakuya lost sight of Ichigo. Now that same Bankai Ichigo tried that stupid shit against Aizen. He stopped him with one finger in base mode. One finger in base mode. So, I mean, that right there is already putting him at hypersonic speeds all the way back in the SS arc. And this isn't even the strongest version of Aizen. So he's already hypersonic by stopping Ichigo, Bankai Ichigo, with one finger in base mode, with one finger. Now, Ichigo proceeds to get even faster because he gets the hollow mass. So how fast does that make him? Well, he's fighting the 6th spot of Grimjaw, and he can barely beat him. Meanwhile, the same Grimjaw was talking smack to Aizen, he got put in his place real fast. So we already know Aizen is now at the very least casually faster than Ichigo with the Hollow Mask, who's at that point at least Hypersonic Plus. At least Hypersonic Plus. And this is casual Aizen, ladies and gentlemen. This is still Aizen in his base mode. Casually Hypersonic Plus. And we know he's even faster than that. If we just power scale him up, like even for example, Ichigo with Bankai was still reacting to and dodging Gen Ichimaru's blade, which pretty much turns into dust when it extends and contracts. And Ichigo was keeping up. He was having a hard time, but he was certainly keeping up with Ichimaru Gen. And Aizen is even faster than Gen. He's even faster than Gen. And how many transformations did he go through? The Chrysalis 1, the Chrysalis 2? So he's already high Hypersonic Plus range. Easily faster than everybody in Naruto. And the fastest person in the Naruto series is who? Naruto. Naruto in Biju mode. He's even, I mean, it seems like he's even faster than Madara. Madara has no speed feats. No speed feats that even put him on par with Aizen. So if you thought he was going to do anything like Speed Blitz Aizen, not happening. Just not gonna fucking happen. So Kyokatsu Igetsu, plus Aizen has a speed advantage, plus he can pretty much spam fraggers at him. That's game time. That's it. That's it. It doesn't matter if he has the QB. The Rinnegan ain't gonna do shit to him. I mean, first of all, we haven't even seen Madara even use the Rinnegan effectively, except for absorbing ninjutsu. But that ain't gonna work against Aizen because Aizen doesn't have any ninjutsu attacks. And that's just Aizen's physical attributes. So you want to talk about something other than physical attributes? Let's talk about Keto. You want to talk about Keto? He has all sorts of Keto spells that will just simply immobilize Madara. Just stop him from moving. Make it so he can't move at all. Like literally the fight could go this way. Aizen opens up the fight, uses Kyokatsu Igetsu, hypnotizes him, uses Keto to immobilize him, walks up to him, and smacks him in the face repeatedly. Just smack him all in his face repeatedly. That's a plausible scenario. And that's not even being hyperbolic, ladies and gentlemen. That's a plausible way that the fight could go. Just starts out the fight, Kyokatsu Igetsu, Keto spell to immobilize him, then smack him in the face repeatedly. Or spam fraggers at him. Any of those things will work. Susanoo's not going to protect him. Hell, he probably can't even use Susanoo in this fight, given Kyokatsu Igetsu. A full incantation Kurohitsugi, he can spam those at him too. What is Madara going to do? There's literally nothing that Madara won't even get off any offense in this fight. I mean, even if we take out Kyokatsu Igetsu, Aizen is still faster than Madara, so you probably can't even hit him. So even if you take away the most powerful thing that Aizen has in his arsenal, which is Kyokatsu Igetsu, it's still not even clear that Madara can even touch Aizen. And what is the Perfect Susanoo going to do? Perfect Susanoo ain't going to do shit. Yeah, it's really big, it's tall, it can cut off some mountains. That shit is slow. What speed feats does Perfect Susanoo have? Perfect Susanoo doesn't have any speed feats. None. No speed feats that will put it on par with Aizen. And hell, even Tsunade with physical strength was able to crack a Susanoo. And Aizen and Aizen's up here, and Tsunade's like below the ground in terms of power and destructive capability. So he could probably break that Susanoo down. With just speed, fraggers, and Keto alone, he could break that bullshit down. And we're not even getting to a point where we're talking about all the stress and strain that Madara would have just from the chakra consumption. I mean, because think about it. He's got to use EMS. Maybe he wants to use Perfect Susanoo. Maybe he doesn't even want to use Perfect Susanoo. Maybe he just wants to use regular Susanoo. And he's got the Rinnegan. All of those things take up a massive amount of chakra. And with the Hogyoku, Aizen's got Ryetsu for days. So even in terms of stamina, nothing's going to happen to Aizen. So you got Madara on one hand who's struggling to even touch Aizen. And while he's struggling, he's consuming massive amounts of chakra, getting weaker and weaker and weaker, getting more and more tired. And meanwhile, Aizen's got the Hogyoku that basically gives him a shit ton of Ryetsu. It just keeps fueling him. So in terms of stamina and endurance, Aizen's got him too. In terms of destructive capacity, yeah, Madara has him in terms of destructive capacity, but having an advantage of destructive capacity doesn't mean shit. You can't actually touch the person you're fighting. Doesn't mean anything. He's got higher durability feats, yes, but that's only with the QB and with Susanoo activated, which if Aizen just decides to speed blitz him, he won't even be able to get that shit up. So all of those reasons say that the fight is leaning heavily towards Aizen in the story. And Genjutsu, that shit ain't gonna work either. And the Sharingan, that shit ain't gonna work either. Because the Hogyoku gives Aizen adaptive evolution. It's not just about who can take the most damage. The Hogyoku will transform Aizen's body so that he adapts to whatever Madara throws at him. That's the way the Hogyoku works. Adaptive evolution, ladies and gentlemen. You step your knowledge game up, because that's exactly what that is. So anything that, even if Madara manages to attack Aizen, let's say he gets lucky, gets in a cheap shot, Hogyoku transforms Aizen's body. He's now immune to that attack, and that's pretty much the end of that. And the Sharingan doesn't stop Kyokatsu Getsu. I saw some people in the comments arguing about whether or not the Sharingan can stop Kyoka. No. Sharingan does not stop Kyokatsu Getsu. Kyokatsu Getsu is full sensory control and manipulation through hypnosis. Sharingan doesn't stop hypnosis. So you can get that out your head right now. So Aizen, what does Aizen have? Kyokatsu Getsu, Soul Crush, Kido, Fraggers, Adaptive Evolution, Speed Advantage, Stamina Advantage. How could you think Madara would win this fight? What would make you believe that? Is that silence I hear?